Hi, Migo from the Froggeek Show, today reviewing Rise of the Tomb Raider. This game takes place after the first one, and it takes place in Siberia, where Lara is on a quest to find an item which grants immortality. But Trinity is there to probably use it for not good things, so Lara must not only find this treasure, but stop Trinity. Now, this game is the PS4 version. It includes all the DLC, including a special VR mode, Blood Ties, which I do not recommend playing in VR mode. You can play it regular mode fine. It looks good, but it's mostly the teleport mode, but I think they added in the free roam, which I do not recommend at all, because it's just a few steps and you feel pretty busy, I guess. You feel really freaking dizzy, man. And I do not like that at all. Anyways, the game looks fantastic. Environments look good. Character models look good. Camilla Luddington, I think that's her name, does a fantastic job as Lara. And the rest of the supporting cast as well are fine. But I don't think they're super memorable characters besides Lara. Like, they're fine enough, but I don't want to compare it to Uncharted, but because Uncharted, this was kind of inspired by the Uncharted reboots, and the Uncharted games were inspired by Tomb Raider, which was inspired by Indiana Jones, so it's inspirational. But the side characters are just not so memorable. Like, there's no Sully or Elena or Chloe and stuff. Like, they're not bad characters, but I just don't remember much besides Jonah, I guess. And I do wonder why, from the first game, why was Jonah the one who stayed until the end of the series when Jonah wasn't super important in the first game compared to her other friend? I forgot her name. I haven't played the first Tomb Raider 2013, or Tomb Raider Survivor is Born, which some people call it that. The title. But anyways, the game looks and sounds good. The environments are fantastic. Climbing is okay. Sometimes I do have traction issues, so sometimes when I am trying to climb, I don't climb or cling on. And I think my controllers, one of my controllers was busted, so I couldn't run properly, and that means I missed a lot of platforms, which sucks. Could be my controller, could be I suck, but I don't feel as much precision as compared to Uncharted. But to be fair, on Uncharted, you don't. Uncharted's a more simple method, but I think Uncharted is more fun in the climbing department. And for the gunplay, it's fine. It's decent. You have your shotgun, your rifle, your pistol, and a bow and arrow, which is not in Uncharted. And I think the arrows are really fun. The explosive, the fire, and the poison arrows, which are probably the best of the game, because it actually poisoning your foes. It actually poisons multiple foes, not just one. It creates a effect, which is a very good and useful item, and I absolutely love these arrows. The game is not very long. There are a bunch of challenge streams which I didn't do really much, but I didn't really feel like I lost part of the experience. I just played to enjoy it, really. There aren't too many puzzles in the game, but which are probably in the challenge streams. And it's mostly straightforward with a lot of quests, which I didn't do again, but I just did what I wanted to do, and I was satisfied with the experience overall. So yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I don't know much more to say. It's a fun game, and it's probably my favorite of the Survivor trilogy, because Shadow is such a disappointment, and it is much more refined than the 2013 game. So I do recommend Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It is a fantastic game. I shouldn't compliment it too much, but I really do like it. There's a bit of iffy stuff in the end, which kind of frustrated me a bit, because some aspects in the end just took a bit too long, especially in the end where you had to shoot the gates with the thing. There were like a bit too many steps on the last one, but overall it is fine. It just like took like 10 like 15 minutes too much for that sequence, but overall I like Rise of the Tomb Raider and I do recommend it. I give it an 8.5 out of 10.